I started my business with only $500, and these two presses right here are what started everything. Let's go. Now let me show you what 2 years of hard work looks like. Let's go.
Yeah, you know I stay fresh like peppermint, right? And I dive head first when I jump in it. I run it back like a champ, won't fumble it. And you ain't gotta ask, you know we running it. Flip the script and keep y'all wondering. Hot topic, I stay bubbling. Big pesos, I don't take no. Try to keep up, ready, set, go.
Are you feeling yourself?
Yeah, I'm feeling myself.
Are you feeling yourself?
Yeah, I'm feeling myself.
Are you feeling yourself?
Yeah, I'm feeling myself.
So I've been in business for 3 years and a half. In the first 6 months of me starting the business, I had a 9 to 5. I was a maintenance technician. And I used to work there, then come home and print some shirts. And it all started as a hobby, printing shirts for my daughter, for my wife, for family parties, small events. And I was learning the process, getting familiar with the stuff, and I started to fall in love with the whole process. After the year and a half, I went full beast mode into the business. I dedicated everything 100%, 1000%, 3000%. I sacrificed going to the gym, playing soccer, family time, even hanging around with the friends. I did all that because I wanted a better future for my family. And I wanted to break that cycle of that 9 to 5, you know, that 9 to 5 that we have to live through that 9 to 5. I wanted to break that cycle. But we'll talk more during the video so you guys can understand the whole process of how all this was made. Now let's go to my office.
Are you feeling yourself?
Yeah, I'm feeling. Are you feeling yourself?
Yeah, I'm feeling myself.
Are you feeling yourself?
Yeah, I'm feeling myself.
So this is my office. Nothing fancy, just a small little setup in the corner of my apartment. Now let me show you what I have here, starting with my printers. This one is my Epson 1430. This is the one where I print my big films, my 13 by 19 films. And right next to it, it's my Epson stylus. That's where I print all my white paper. And to the other side of my desk, it's my Sawgrass. It's a sublimation printer. I rarely use it for shirts. I usually use it more for mugs. And it's been like a whole year that I haven't even touched it. I know. I gotta put it to work. And right behind all this is my label maker. I don't know if you guys know, I do have an anime inspired clothing line. If you guys want to check it out, I'll put my link in the bio. And that one is used every day, printing labels to ship out. And if you're wondering how do we get our designs, well, everything starts from right here, from my iPad Pro. We draw them, we sketch them, and then from here we send them to the computer. And right next to our iPad is our laptop, our MacBook. And we only use this one to edit our YouTube videos, like the one you're watching right now. And behind me is my computer, my desktop. And actually those two monitors, I got them for free. One of my older brother owns a moving company, and usually they find a bunch of good stuff that people throw away. Somebody's trash, could be somebody's gold. Now, the last thing will be my vinyl cutter. As you know, I also do heat transfer vinyl and decals. And if you want to see some videos of me doing decals and heat transfer vinyl, let me know in the comments. I wouldn't mind teaching you guys how to do some stuff. Now let's go to the shop. Let's go see the cool stuff.
Are you feeling yourself?
Yeah, I'm feeling. Are you feeling yourself?
Yeah, I'm feeling myself.
Are you feeling yourself?
Yeah, I'm feeling myself.
Are you feeling yourself?
Yeah, I'm feeling myself.
Are you feeling yourself?
So I don't know if you noticed, but my garage is pretty big. It fits 4 cars. And what I did, I split the garage in half. And the goal was to only use that side as my shop, as my business. But the business kept growing, so I had to expand over here. So now let me walk you through so you can have a better idea of what I have in this side. So half of the garage over here is usually to keep my inventory, to keep my boxes for my custom orders, and to keep the inventory for my clothing line. And the other half is to put away my Lamborghini. I know, that's what you get when you own your business, a Lamborghini. Nah, I'm just kidding. And yes, I love to have everything nice and neat. because whenever you do have everything organized, you work a little faster. We're gonna ship out a shirt, boom. We're gonna ship out a hoodie, boom. Somebody's gonna come here and pick up a shirt, grab the shirt, grab the bag, and boom. And down here, we have all our plugins for all different jobs. For whenever I'm printing on kid shirts or whenever I'm printing on sleeves. That's pretty much it here. The famous Amazon press. And the reason why I still keep this press is because whenever I go to events, I love to do live screen printing. Now, if you want to learn more about this press, I did a full video explaining the pros and cons about it. Right there, somewhere in here. There. Check it out if you want to know more. That's it. And these right here are my heat presses. This one's been with me since the beginning. It probably has a little bit over 10,000 prints, but it still works. That's crazy. And it was a little cheap one. I got it from Amazon. Now this one I got it from my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law used to do HTV and he closed his business. So I bought a bunch of his stuff plus this press. And this is the one I'm using right now because I can do big prints here. And it's super easy. This one has a timer and everything and pops off. I don't know. It's not the best one. I know it's not the best one. But it works fine. It does a job. That's all that matters for now. And right here next to my presses, I have a bunch of dirty screens. Yes, bunch of dirty screens. And right here, I got a bunch of screens that I need to remesh. But I don't think I'm gonna remesh them. I think I'm gonna like build a table or something with it. Because they charge. It's I don't know. I really don't know where to get them remesh, and I heard that they charge so much. It's really not worth it. And in total, I probably have a little bit over 100 screens, and 90% of them are dirty. I gotta wash them. Sucks, huh? But enough talking. Let's go to the shop. Let's go see what's in here. Let's go.
You feeling good like me? Here's a toast. I could do this all night, double dose. So contagious.
Know you feel it, that's right.
Can't contain it.
Don't conceal it.
Fresh to death.
How I step in it.
Now this is my beautiful shop. This is where all the magic happens. And every penny that I have made through this past 2 years has been invested here in this shop. From putting brand new drywall and insulation all around this side of the garage to putting a brand new epoxy floor. And since I needed high voltage here in the garage to run my machines, I decided to replace all my electrical wiring with brand new wiring. From putting brand new lights to putting a 100 amp breaker on my basement and running all the wires here to the garage. It wasn't a cheap process, but I think it was a great business move. And I haven't had a problem since. Electricians were fast and I haven't had a problem with no electrical, nothing. So now, let me walk you through the shop. And this press right here is actually my first big investment. It's what took my business to the next level. It's called the Riley Hopkins. It's a 4-color, 4-station press. And the reason why it took my business to the next level is because I was able to provide better quality print at a faster rate. And to the left side of my press, I have 2 tables back here. 2 tables where I put all my shirts up here before printing them. You know, I gotta separate them, gotta count them. And after that, I have another table over here where usually it's more like a shipping table, like a packing table. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I fold and bag and tag my shirts. Then I usually have a box here where I drop them. And this is all my squeegees. And over here I have 2 shelves. Usually I keep most of my supplies. As you can see, it's pretty empty because I'm running low on it. I have tape, adhesive. I have some of my regular chemicals that I need to clean my screens and stuff. And my candle, of course, my morning candle, my lake morning side candle. I love that lake ocean smell. It's so refreshing, so relaxing. But anyways, let's go to the other side of the shop.
Yeah, I'm feeling myself.
And over here, nothing too crazy, just my garage door. As you can see, it's all insulated because I do live in Chicago, so sometimes here the winter it gets so cold, so the insulation helps helps the shop stay warmer. And right here is just a little black drop where we take videos and pictures for our TikTok. Not over here. These are just some shelves I got at Walmart where I keep my shirts. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy, just some where I keep my shirts all folded and tucked to do test prints. Not over here. This is my display. It's a small little display, but it comes in handy. So whenever a customer wants to know about the quality or feels of a shirt, I'll bring them here. I'll show them the garments that I work with, and we go from there. Now over here is where I keep most of my ink. Usually my ink, I have it in my basement since it's cold in here. Working with stiff cold ink is the worst. So I keep it in my basement, and then when I have a job, I bring it here. But now I'm leaving these inks here because the weather is getting warmer. And over here, well, it's like my mixing station. It's where whenever I do have an order or a job, I bring my inks and I leave them here. For example, these inks right here, I'm using them for this order right here. So now, let me show you the press. And this bad boy behind me is my M&R Cruiser. It's a 6-color 4-station press. And the reason why I got this press is because I wanted to provide more colors to my customers. I wanted to do bigger designs with more colors. So I needed this press. It was a must-have. And right next to it, I have my little Black Buddy flash dryer. It came with the press when I purchased the press, so it was a pretty good deal. You're probably wondering why I have 2 presses. Well, the Riley Hopkins, I usually use it more for like my designs and my clothing brand. And when it comes to like custom orders and running big productions, this is the one I use because I feel like it holds registration much more better since it has side clamps. And this was my second biggest investment, getting my conveyor dryer. It's a 10 feet long by 3.5 feet wide, has 3 heat chambers, and it's a very old school conveyor. So old that the company that used to make this machine doesn't exist anymore. But it doesn't matter, it still gets the job done, and I am happy. And before I take you to the dark room, make sure to give our video a thumbs up and to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Now, let's go see my mini dark room.
How y'all feel out there?
I'm light years, call me eons. When the snare kick in, the beat is neon. Lights, yeah, I'm feeling magnificent. Care less what I'm up against.
So I kinda lied to you. I don't have a dark room. But I do have a power washer right there. And I have a washout booth. And that's all I have here in the outside of my basement. And of course my chemicals and my scrub pads and more chemicals. But now let me take you to the inside of my basement. And I really don't have much here. All I have is a screen rack covered with garbage bags and cardboard. And I have my exposure unit, a Ryan RXP. And I have a cabinet here where I keep all my inks so they can be nice and warm. And that's pretty much it here. And a couple chemicals here and there and films, but nothing much. That's it. And just know that everything that I have here today was paid in cash, was paid in full. I didn't need to get a loan. I do not owe nothing to nobody. And I'm not telling you this to show off. I'm telling you this to motivate you, to let you know that you could start your business with only 500 bucks, because I did it. And obviously I didn't get everything all at once, you know. I got it as my business kept growing. I kept adding new equipment and upgrading the shop. So hopefully my video helped you out in any way, to motivate you, to inspire you, to get you up your feet, you know, because sometimes we do need that little extra pump to keep rolling. Because I look at videos sometimes to motivate me, but something that I'm gonna tell you right now, don't rely on motivation, rely on your discipline, because motivation is gonna come up and down, and having a good discipline is gonna keep you grinding in your bad and good days. That's all the tips I can give you for today. So once again, thank you, have a beautiful day, and God bless you all.
Light years call me eons. When the snare kick in, the beat is neon. Lights, yeah, I'm feeling magnificent. Care less what I'm up against. Yeah, you know I stay fresh like peppermint. Right. And I dive head first when I jump in it. I run it back like a champ, won't fumble it. And you ain't gotta ask, you know we running it. Flip the script and keep y'all wondering. Hot topic, I stay bubbling. Big pesos, I don't take no. Try to keep up, ready, set, go.
Are you feeling yourself?
Yeah, I'm feeling myself.
Are you feeling yourself?
Yeah, I'm feeling myself.